A pretty wonderful performance, 99 against his former teammates.
I think it's very difficult to change your team unless you've got any injuries. It's very difficult to change your team in the second game, because I think that that's sending the wrong message to all the players. I think that's telling the players, listen, if you don't perform, you may not play the next game. And then how do you get consistency, and how do you get your players playing for you as a coach? New management. Anil Kumble is running a team that's brand new, so you want the players to know that Anil has my back. So I think it'd be very difficult to change the team now and say, hey, Chris, you come and sort out a mess.
Because Nicholas Pooran got the 2020 pair the other night. Should he keep his spot, or do you go back to the wisdom of Chris Gale?
I think he should, because he's an exciting talent. And yes, I think he got out without troubling the scorers in both the efforts the other day. But hopefully he'll have learned from that. Because if you see with the big hitters, every time they clear their front foot that far away, they are more likely to miss the ball. You clear your front foot to play in that direction, even if you don't middle it, at least you'll get an inside edge or something. When you clear your front foot that far away, you're more likely to miss it and get bowled, and that's exactly what happened. So if he learns from that, he could be a big contributor today.
All right, AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli, they'll be taking on plenty of spinners tonight, so let's check out the spin track.
Loves it over there. I think he's got it. Has he got it? Oh, what a shot that is. Hit with enormous power.
Two of the best batsmen in the game. The most prolific partnership in the toughest 20.
There he goes to the onside.
And the greatest bromance in cricket. So much so that Super V and Mr. 360 now seem to have the same chink in their armour.
Look at! Oh, he got it! He's got it! Yeah!
They both are struggling a bit against spin. Tonight, these two legends of the game will go up against two young spinners looking to make their name. The mystery man from Afghanistan, 19-year-old Mujibur Rahman, and 20-year-old Ravi Bishnoi, who made an impressive debut against DC. While Virat has been dismissed by spinners 13 times in 29 innings since IPL 2018, for ABD that number is 13 dismissals in just 25 innings. Mr. 360 has been dismissed by a leg spinner 7 times, off spinner 5, and left arm orthodox once. And mystery man Mujib can bowl a mix of off breaks, carom balls, and googlies.
And it's the youngster who gets him.
AB did not have a good game against Mujib the last time the two faced off in Bangalore in 2018, but the conditions in Dubai could make the contest more even. And then there is the leggy Ravi Bishnoi, who bowled an incredible 22 googlies in his 4 overs against DC. And Kohli has been troubled by that delivery. While the googly is effective when used as a surprise ball against Kohli rather than a stock delivery, Super V's record hasn't been so super against the googly, falling once every 11 balls on average. Kohli and ABD played a watchful game against Rashid Khan's leg spin the other day, scoring just 15 runs off 12 balls with no boundaries. How will these two legends approach the challenge tonight against two young spinners looking to make their names?
Okay, KP has made his way down into the middle, so let's get today's Dream 11 pitch report.
Good evening and welcome to Game 6 of this year's Dream 11 IPL. We are back in Dubai at the Dubai International Stadium. When we were here only a couple of days ago, we played on a wicket that was just over to my left. And what that wicket presented us with was a lot of grass, tufts of grass. Here, however, this evening, we have a dry surface. We have a pretty dry surface. So that tells me a couple of things. It's going to be good for batting. It also tells me that the fast bowlers that got a lot out of the wicket the other night here in Dubai are probably not going to get as much out of the wicket. What we have, however, seen over the last couple of nights, particularly all over the grounds, is the dew factor. So that lends me to the thinking that if you win the toss, you're going to chase. It's proved successful. However, in the last game here, a collapse by SRH meant that RCB was able to get over the line. RCB are back here again tonight. The dimensions of the ground, it's a big ground. It's a lot bigger. We're not going to see those big sixes, those penetrating the big boundaries. Not like we saw in Sharjah, where we got a record, almost a record number of sixes. So tonight, win the toss, chase.
Well, one of the key players in RCB's opening match with Devdutt Padikkal, the opener, managed to bring up a 50 on debut. Let's learn a little bit more about him.
Start from the young man, just shimmies down the wicket. One bounce for four.
So calm. Look at his face. Look at his eyes. Devdutt Padikkal decided he was going to run down the track. Great contact.
It was a dream debut for 20-year-old Devdutt Padikkal, who began his Dream 11 IPL career with a 50 against Sunrisers Hyderabad. The biggest reward is acknowledgement from your idols, and with Super V cheering him on.
That's 50 for Devdutt Padikkal. Padikkal gets a little bit of a line.
The journey Padikkal had begun at the age of 11 was off to a superb start. 2011, the year India won the World Cup at home. The same year that Padikkal took his first steps in cricket. As his family shifted base from Kerala to Bangalore, Devdutt's father enrolled Padikkal in an academy to nurture his unmistakable talent. With professional guidance, Padikkal moved swiftly through age group cricket.
To be very frank, वो युवराज सिंह जैसे खेलते थे. वो लेफ्ट हैंड खेलने वाले थे, सो बहुत बढ़िया कवर ड्राइव मारता था.
Unbelievable lower covers, one bounce into the fence.
जब हम उसको अंडर 12 के नेट्स में डालने थे, तो उसकी बैटिंग देख के हम डायरेक्ट अंडर 14 के नेट्स में लिए. उधर भी अंडर 14 में भी अच्छा परफॉर्म किया, तो अंडर 16, तो इधर से वो ऐसे जाते जाते वो सीनियर नेट्स में पहुंच गया.
From under 12 to under 16 and finally to the India under 19 level.
Seeing him in that Indian jersey it's like a dream come true.
After scoring a mountain of runs, Padikkal found himself inducted into a star-studded Karnataka team.
Biggie, that's a biggie, that's out of here.
And he put on a match-winning performance on his Ranji Trophy debut.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Magnificent hit!
After his strong performances in domestic cricket, it was no surprise that RCB bought Padikkal in the 2019 auction.
RCB will take it at 20. Thank you, 20 RCB, well done.
जब पता चला कि उसने निकल गया है वो और सिलेक्शन हो गया है, तो बहुत खुश थे हम लोग सब. घर पूरा हल्ला मचा दिया था घर पे.
While Padikkal did not play a game in the 2019 season, Virat ensured he remained with RCB for 2020. After sharing a dressing room with Mr. 360 and Super V, Padikkal went from strength to strength and emerged as the top run getter in the 2020 Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. Devdutt Padikkal scored 580 runs at a strike rate of 175 in the tournament. And when Captain Kohli gave Padikkal his Dream 11 IPL debut against the Sunrisers, the 20-year-old opening batsman did not let his skipper down.
Padikkal, so good to this point. A half century on debut and has played some scintillating shots.
Today, Padikkal goes up against several of his Karnataka teammates who form the core of Kings 11 Punjab, and he will be looking to build on his impressive debut.
Padikkal, very impressive and composed on debut. Combined with Aaron Finch, no loss for 90. Have they found a star in this young man?
Well, it certainly looks like. I remember asking my brother-in-law, the greatest batsman of my generation, G.R. Vishwanath, about him. And typically Vishy, without saying much, just did this. He did that for Rahul Dravid. He did that for KL Rahul when I asked him about these two batsmen, and all he did was just nod his head, and that's enough. He doesn't say much, my brother-in-law, but when he nods, you know that there is a gem there. So I think Indian cricket has found a real gem in Devdutt Padikkal. Sure, I mean these are early days. He's got to keep his fitness, he's got to keep his enthusiasm, he mustn't get distracted. All those factors will come in, but he certainly is a talent, and he's a left-hander to boot.
Looking forward to seeing him in action tonight. But of course, we are also mourning the loss of great friend Dean Jones, a wonderful cricketer. Two very good mates of his, Scott Styris and Brett Lee, are in Mumbai in the dugout. Guys, my thoughts are with you. I know it's been an incredibly tough day. You were supposed to be calling the game with him tonight. How are you doing?
Yeah, thanks very much. You're right. It is an incredibly tough day for us here in the dugout. In many ways, the dugout was Dino, and who would have thought this morning when we got up, I had breakfast with Dino, I watched him jog up and down the hallway. That was his way of keeping fit, because of course we're in our own little bubble here in Mumbai, and who would have thought merely a couple of hours later he had this heart attack or some sort of cardiac problem. So incredibly sad. From me, we've had a lot of friendly banter over
I think the thing what we want to say about Dino is that he would have wanted us to be here tonight, because it's pretty much the select Dino we call it. It's not the select dugout, it's Dino's dugout tonight. So he's an absolute legend. Obviously, firstly to his family and friends, we send our condolences. It's a real tough day for everyone, not only for his close mates and his close mates at home and the whole cricketing world in general. What Dino would have wanted was he just would have said, guys, get out there and get the job done. Get the dugout, have some fun, watch some cricket, the game that we all love and he loved dearly.
Absolutely, and that's what it's about. That's what we're going to try and do. He thought of this as the Dino show, really. The Dean Jones show is on at me every day about, new ideas or how we can make it better. So I think it's the right thing to do, to be here. It's going to be hard, we know that, but this is the Dean Jones show, and we hope to do him proud tonight.
We're all thinking of you guys. Go well tonight, and our thoughts are with you, and of course with Dino's family and friends back home and around the world, and of course with cricketing fans as well. We know you all loved him and admired him as well. More after the break.
Burnt is the new brown. And watching is the new everything. Dell's premium laptops, stunning visuals, immersive experience.
बच्चे को बचाओ, बच्चे को बचाओ, बच्चे को बचाओ, अपने अंदर के बच्चे को बचाओ.
Sunfeast Bounced, अंदर का बच्चा बाहर लाओ.
Paragon, India का style.
What a match, yeah. Smokers are at a higher risk during COVID. Try Nixit Gum. More smokers prefer this over leading competition brand to help quit smoking.
Aditi, this interview is really important here.
कुछ भूल तो नहीं रहा? Something's missing.
What's missing?
That smile. Now you're perfect.
So many reasons to give someone a smile. Pick yours. Titan.
Rough India की tough battery. Live guard.
Soros is going for the pitch report.
दादा बिग फैन, लेकिन पिच रिपोर्ट जो भी हो मेरी 11 कर देगी आपकी 11 को बिल्कुल फ्लैट.
तो आओ पिच पर. खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस. आपकी टीम जीतेगी या मेरी, देखते हैं माई 11 सर्कल पे. मेक योर टीम ओनली ऑन माई 11 सर्कल. डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ.
रेसिपी का वीडियो खोल. स्नैक्स आज मैं बनाऊंगा.
डेटा पैक तो खत्म हो गया.
वैसे भी कुरकुरे है ना. अब तो पूरा डिनर मैं बनाऊंगा. कुरकुरे के साथ 2 GB तक डेटा फ्री.
डाउनलोड एयरटेल थैंक्स ऐप, एंटर द कोड और 2 GB तक एयरटेल डेटा पाओ.
The
batsman's looking confident here. Oh, that's clearly swung the match.
Great discounts on match days. Swiggy Matchday Mania.
थोड़े से पैसे बचाने के लिए फैमिली के फ्यूचर का रिस्क मत उठाओ। पॉलिसी बाजार से टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस करवाओ। पॉलिसी बाजार आपकी साइड है।
सर, गलती इसकी नहीं है, झगड़ा तो
क्राइम इज क्राइम। क्राइम फाइन तो भरना पड़ेगा।
ओके, फोन पे करती हूँ।
फोन पे किसके पास है रे शिंदे? तू भी शिंदे?
करते जा फोन पे।
सुरक्षा हर पिच पर, ताकत लंबी पारी खेलने की, परफेक्ट फिट, क्वालिटी टेस्ट। मैच से पहले ये सारे चेक्स बहुत जरूरी होते हैं, ठीक वैसे जैसे घर की छत चूज करते समय। तो बस ले आइए GSW कलर ऑन प्लस की छत, जो दे आपके घर को मजबूती और सुरक्षा। GSW कलर ऑन प्लस, सुंदर छत सालों साल।
Cricket is back. Celebrate with 50% off on your favorite Domino's pizzas only on the Domino app.
टीम सिलेक्शन कितना मुश्किल काम होता है ये मैंने अब जाके समझा। किसको लेना है, किसको ड्रॉप करना है, ये तो चैलेंज है और टाइम लिमिटेड है, और यही तो मजा है। अपनी फेवरेट टीम बनाने का टाइम निकलता जा रहा है। बैंगलोर और पंजाब के एक्शन पैक मैच से पहले फटाफट बनाइए टीम माई टीम 11, इंडिया की अपनी फैंसी ऐप।
For the Ayers, burnt is the new brown, and watching is the new everything. Dell's premium laptops, stunning visuals, immersive experience.
हर खुशी को बनाए खास, चुनिंदा काजू से बना ब्रिटानिया गुड डे कैश्यू।
Sterling Reserve. Chase the next.
फास्टर है तो है 25% फास्टर चार्जिंग और बैकअप, लिव फास्ट इन्वर्टर और बैटरी। फास्टर है तो है।
आटा गूंदना सीख गए तो रोटी बनाकर रुको मत, जरा बेसन से हाथ मिलाओ, तरह तरह के पकोड़े बनाओ, बस रुकना। हम भी कहाँ सिर्फ तेल तक रुके, दाल चावल आटा बेसन सोया बड़ी और बहुत कुछ। आपका वही फॉर्चून अब एक नए अवतार में।
Welcome back to beautiful Dubai here in the UAE. We are moments away from the toss. KP, you've been out there in the middle. What's going to happen? What's important here?
Well, I think barring a collapse like SRH manufactured the other night, I think that the team should be chasing. I definitely think they've got to chase. The dew factor is such a big factor. It's been a factor at Sharjah, it's been a factor in the first game, and last night a little bit in Abu Dhabi. And so I can't imagine that anyone's going to win the toss and decide to bat first. Win the toss, chase.
What have you noticed about the conditions so far here in the UAE, Sonny?
Well, pretty much good conditions for batting, but I just agree with KP. Chase first. Chase first.
All right, we're almost ready for the toss. They have a very good winning record up against the Kings 11. Do RCB, they've won the last 4 in a row. Can they make it 5 in a row? We'll find out shortly. But for now, it's out to the middle of the ground for the toss.
Hello everyone, great to have your company, Dubai International Stadium, and it's looking a treat again for this big clash. We've got the Kings 11 Punjab up against the RCB, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul and Javagal Srinath, who's got the coin, and match referee. Give it a toss.
This is the call. You're not using the toss. I will bowl first.
You're going to bowl first?
Yep. It's a fresh wickets, lads. I mean, bit of dew in the second half as well. We experienced that in the last game too. It was difficult to come back into the game. I think the bowlers showed a lot of heart, but yeah, look, well, once the ball got wet, it was very difficult to execute those areas. So yeah, that's been a huge factor till now in all the games.
You could see the joy in your face when you won the other night.
Yeah, look, as I said, 43 in 5 with 8 wickets in hand. We haven't really done that in the past. And I said that after the game, if we chased a total down, it would have been fine, but that we defended a total which was not even 170 gave us a lot of confidence as a team, and very happy to see the way the bowlers executed the plans.
Any changes to your squad?
No, we're playing the same 11 today.
Hit the winning formula.
Yeah.
Good luck today.
Cheers, lads. Thank you.
KL, that match the other night was the heartbreaker for you guys. How did you address it at the end of the game?
Not really. Well, there were a lot of positives to take home. It's just the first game of the tournament, and the way Mayank batted and the way the boys fought through the game was really good to see, and I was really happy with the first game, and looking forward to a better result here.
Any changes to your team?
Yes, I'll be Jordan and Gautam's not playing, and Nisham and Ashwin comes in.
Big Chris Gale. Where is he?
He'll come in at the right time. I know he's ready to go. He's hitting the ball really well. So look, it's a big decision not to play Chris. Somebody like him who's done so well in the IPL and over his career. It's a big call to make, but I'm quite confident that he will come in at some point and make a big impact for the team.
At the start of these tournaments, what is the most pleasing thing for you to see in the games? What do you want to notice the squad doing?
Look, for me, I think it's just the biggest positive is that we're all here playing the sport. It was quite tough sitting at home and not doing anything, so we're just grateful that we get this opportunity, and the boys are keen. Like I said, we're still a bit rusty, and I think we were rusty in the first game, but guys are enjoying themselves, looking forward to a big league, and getting some wins and then enjoying ourselves.
Have a great game. Thank you very much. So the result from the middle is that RCB, they have won the toss and they're going to bowl first.
So they've sent Kings 11 in to bat, Sunny. Virat Kohli, he got a win of a toss of a coin. That's always good news.
Yes, actually, when he starts to win, he wins in a row. But when he loses also, he loses in a row. So I think now he'll be very happy that he's at least begun to win the tosses. It at least gives him the opportunity to control what is going to happen. And clearly, I think because of the due factor, every captain that wins the toss is going to opt to field first. And that's what he's done.
No changes for RCB. Stick with the winning side?
Yeah, you've got to stick with the winning side. I find it strange that Jordan's not going to play and Jimmy Neesham's going to come in unless he's got a niggle for Kings 11. I find that really strange that you're going to go and chop and change after losing one game, especially a game that was so close. It's strange from Kings 11, but with the man Virat Kohli on stage there, centre stage, we won the game, keep doing the same things.
Jimmy Neesham and Ashwin are coming in for Kings 11, so a couple of changes there. Do you agree with those, Sonny?
Yes, I think I would imagine that, because Chris Jordan had such a bad game, where he conceded, so many runs in that final over, that maybe they've given him a little more time to reflect and brought in somebody similar like Jimmy Neesham who can tonk the ball and also come in and bowl a few overs. And yes, Ashwin coming in, will add a little more variety to their attack as well.
Plenty of cricketing heroes here in the UAE, but back home in India, there are so many COVID heroes who are doing amazing things for all of the population in really trying times at the moment. Tonight we celebrate a Punjab COVID hero.
हम लोग खाने के बिना रह सकते हैं, क्रिकेट के बिना नहीं रह सकते। बच्चों को क्रिकेट सिखाना मेरा पैशन है, मतलब अपना ड्रीम मैं बच्चों में देख रहा हूँ। क्रिकेट से मैं पिछले लगभग 28 साल से जुड़ा हुआ हूँ। जब बच्चे अच्छी क्रिकेट खेलते हैं तो मुझे अपने बचपन के दिन याद आते हैं कि जब मैं होता था मुझे उतनी फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं मिली, लेकिन मैंने वो सारी फैसिलिटीज़ बच्चों को अरेंज करके दी। कोविड के कारण काफ़ी चेंजेस आई। हमारे बच्चे थे जो एकेडमी में अदर स्टेट से हमारे पास आए थे, तो उनको बड़ी दिक्कत हो गई। वो बड़े ड्रीम्स लेके आए थे, बड़े सपने लेके आए थे हमारे पास। हर्डल यही था कि बच्चों को अभी वापस घर भेजें या ना भेजें। तो मुझे बच्चों की कॉल आई कि सर हम बड़ी प्रॉब्लम में आ गए हैं। कुछ बच्चे जो पेरेंट्स वरी कर रहे थे उनको मैंने परमिशंस लेके टिकट्स वगैरह करा के कुछ पैसे दे के भी उनको मैं खुद छोड़ के आया हूँ। भी मेरे ही बच्चे हैं तो मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, तो मेरे ही बच्चे हैं। और बाकी जो बच्चे नहीं जाना चाहते थे बच्चों को गाड़ी में बिठा के लाया, क्योंकि बच्चे 6 थे, गाड़ी एक ही थी। घर लेके आके उनके रहने की व्यवस्था करनी थी, एक्स्ट्रा बेड बाय किए। परेशानी ये भी आई कि यहाँ एडजस्ट करना था, घर में जगह तो काफ़ी थी लेकिन इतने रूम नहीं थे मेरे घर पे। तो घर पे ट्रेनिंग भी करवाई उनको। शाम को जैसे भी खाना खाना है, हमने सबने मिलके खाना खाना। मुझे ऐसे लग रहा था कि मेरी फैमिली और बड़ी हो गई। क्रिकेट हमें सिखाता है डिसिप्लिन। आपकी लाइफ में कई ऐसी उतार चढ़ाव आते हैं, कई हर्डल्स आते हैं। एक वॉरियर की तरह डटे रहना है। आज हार गए तो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन नेक्स्ट टाइम हम जीतेंगे।
A beautiful story, and once again we thank all the COVID heroes around the world and particularly in India. The phone playing 11 KP. Kings 11, they're batting first. Mayank Agarwal was the star in the first game, but he didn't have a lot of friends whilst batting.
What, sorry?
Have a lot of friends whilst batting. He needs
it
more
was
help.
a solo show, wasn't it? It was a complete solo show. But I don't think it'll be a solo show for long. You'd just have to have a look at that batting order. Cal Rahul, Horan, Maxwell, Karan Nair, Sarfraz Khan, Jimmy Neesham, left-hander, can give it a whack. So I can't imagine it's going to be that solo show. Especially when you're opening the batting with a guy like KL Rahul. I mean, Mr. Gavaskar was mentioning only 10-15 minutes ago about how good he is and how his friend gave him the nod when KL Rahul was talked, and then we start talking about Padikkal. So you know how good a player he is. He's not going to miss out for too long, that guy.
And from an RCB point of view, Yuzi Chahal, he was a star in the opening match. 3 for 18, really turned the game. When a game that had a lot of twists and turns.
Yes, it did. But I think again you got to compliment over here Virat Kohli for holding him back for those crucial overs. He got him at just the right time, so he got those 2 crucial wickets, which made the difference towards the end. And I think he's the kind of bowler who just learned with every game, and he's got better. He knows when to toss the ball up. Even if he tosses the ball up, he'll toss it away from the arc of the hit. Occasionally, of course, he'll get hit like every bowler does. He knows when to bowl the wrong one. The one that he got Vijay Shankar out, he completely bamboozled him with that wrong one. He's a terrific bowler, Yuzvendra Chahal, and he just gets better and better.
Well, the Sahi game plan, the key battle. Glenn Maxwell, he was out cheaply, but he has a wonderful record here in the UAE, particularly back in 2014, up against Yuzi Chahal.
What could be the possible plan of RCB against Glenn Maxwell? Let's come and have a look at his scoring areas. The way he scores against wrist spin is generally in the square leg mid-wicket region, where he scores 40% of the runs. In the long on and mid-wicket region, he scores 27% of the runs. And Yuzvendra Chahal has a well thought out plan against him. Whenever Yuzvendra Chahal bowls against Glenn Maxwell, what he does is that he keeps on following. Whenever Glenn Maxwell moves towards the leg stump, it doesn't give him the room to free his hands. And with that, what he also does is that he mixes those deliveries with lines which are wider from off stump or fifth stump, to which Glenn Maxwell often gets out reverse sweeping. So this is something that Yuzvendra Chahal has well thought out. And if you see at the figures, in 8 innings, can you believe it? Only 80 runs, and he's gotten him out 5 times. So if RCB wants to dismiss Glenn Maxwell early, they should introduce Yuzvendra Chahal against him as soon as
Baccarin. And then Carey plays a little bit of a silly shot, so then it becomes a bit of a close call in a game. So, I don't know, hopefully the more that he plays, and we keep saying it, the more experience he gets, and the more his mindset changes to control a little bit more of his emotions. We know he can play. We know he's an innovator. We know he's experienced. We know that he's a superstar. But just be consistent. I just want consistency. Sorry.
I would say you're not asking for too much, but maybe on this occasion you are.
Well, I'm just saying to myself, somewhere down the line, I know of an England batsman, tall guy, very tall guy, who also, went for a big hit, gets a 6, goes for another big hit, gets a 6, and then with just 4 runs short of 100, test match 100, gets a top edge, gets out, and he just the day before had been bought for $1 million plus in the IPL auction, and the headline in the papers was "Dumb Slog Millionaire."
Guilty. But I learned from that. It was a great headline to get me thinking back to the old, right, I need to, when I get to the 90s, I need to get over the line. Never did it again.
One of the international stars here in the Dream 11 IPL is Dale Steyn. Let's hear from him now.
Well, thanks so much for your time, mate. Another birthday, another IPL. How's the body feeling, my man?
Yeah, Dooley, the body's feeling good, actually. Yeah, it's nice that you don't have to wake up the day after a game and have to get onto a plane and travel 5 hours to get to an airport or to another destination. So, so the body's good, and looking forward to tonight.
How did you feel after game number 1?
It was nice to get the first one out of the way. I mean, I haven't played any competitive cricket in a couple months now. I mean, no one has, So I think it's nice to get a win, and looking just to get better as the tournament goes on, and hopefully improve on the first game's performance tonight.
It kind of brings me to my next question, because at 37, what are you still working on? What are you still trying to improve?
Look, I'm always trying to speak to batters, some of the bowlers. I think the nice thing about playing for as long as I've played for is that maybe batters have an idea and an understanding as to how I go about my business. So it's a great time for me to kind of change things up, maybe bowl a lot more slower balls, I don't know, bowl more Yorkers as to opposed to bowling length balls. I don't know, it's a nice way to kind of change batters' perception of how I go about things, because I've played for so long. So always working on something new. And when you turned up here, you saw a little bit of grass on the surface. This one doesn't look quite as grassy as the other night, but that must give you a little warmth in the heart. Going to go and have a look now, but look, I think any time you're playing on a new surface, there's always going to be something different. The batters might be thinking a little bit of taking their time a little bit longer and getting more set. So, we'll assess it as we go, but I can say that the first game that I watched the guys bowl, I was pretty excited. Well, I know you got knees and ankles, and I hope that's all to strap up. So you go and get yourself ready, mate. Thanks so much for your time. Cheers. Thanks, Dooley. Thanks so much.
Geez, he's looking very relaxed indeed. Mayank Agarwal, I wanted to get your thoughts. We got KP's earlier. A beautiful innings the other day. Looked very composed right up until the end.
When he started playing, he was more of a dasher, but he was not really getting lots of runs. He was getting, attractive 20s and 30s. Then he's worked on his fitness as well, and he's now become an all-format player. At the test level, he's doing very, very well. And now he's showing over here in the T20 format that he can play the long innings. He can take it right till the end. He can bat right till the 19th, 20th over and keep it going. So yes, I think he's the one to look forward to in this tournament as well.
Is there anything different you want to see from them tonight? Because it was a very, very close game and it was pretty dramatic, KP.
You just want to get over the line and you want to see them making the correct decisions. And you also want to see a guy like Mayank Agarwal putting your hand up. That's the thing that disappoints me. Senior player's been around for such a long time. I've played with him. I've been in the same dressing room as him. I found it incredibly bizarre that he didn't put his hand up and say, no, I want to get the job done. If he's fit today, he should have been fit the other night to have played in that. So just make better decisions.
We're about 30 seconds away from the start of the game. Give me your final thoughts there, Sonny.
Well, my final thoughts are that this is still going to be RCB's game because they're chasing. They know what the target is going to be. They've got the batting lineup to chase whatever runs that the Kings 11 Punjab put up.
All right, plenty coming up in this one. Virat Kohli, Anil Kumble, so many subplots. They got off to a winning start. Kings 11, they'll want to get their first win on the board. 4 losses in a row. There's plenty on the line in this one. We love a rivalry, so let's head to live action.
Once upon a time, a boy wonder from Delhi found a home in Bangalore. There he met a legend who'd conquered the world before. The boy grew up to be the greatest the world had seen.
That's a 4. The young boy's done well. Good placement, good power. Terrific shot once again. We saw some magic.
And finds that gap. He's underway. It's the skipper.
The legend shifted home and took his new family to where they had never been. The boy wonder turned icon and the legends came together again. They had to lead the Blues, the nation. It was the beginning of a new reign. But things didn't go right. They had an ugly fight, all of it in public sight. Kohli stayed, Kumble exiled. You can't deny the slight. Now the two come face to face for the first time in the field. Some things may be forgotten, but some wounds would not have healed. Kohli versus Kumble, icon versus legend. This runs deeper than cricket, so not an inch they will yield.
तो आज का सवाल है पेरेंट्स जिन्हें अपने एरिया में अच्छे ट्यूशंस नहीं मिल रहे। तो आपको चाहिए ऐसी क्लासेस जो है किसी भी ट्यूशन से क्लास अपर। इंट्रोड्यूसिंग बायजूस क्लासेस। वेलकम टू बायजूस। इंडिया के बेस्ट टीचर्स बच्चों को पढ़ाएंगे, मेंटर्स डाउट सॉल्व करेंगे और 1-on-1 पर्सनल अटेंशन भी देंगे। हाई क्वालिटी वीडियोस तो हैं ही बायजूस ऐप पर। तो अब स्कूल के बाद सिर्फ बायजूस क्लासेस। तो आज ही ट्रायल क्लास बुक करो। विजिट byju's.com। बायजूस क्लासेस हैं तो प्रोग्रेस है।
हेड और टेल जी देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
1.25 लीटर की बोतल 50 में, बड़ी पेप्सी, बड़ा स्वाद।
रफ इंडिया की टफ बैटरी लिवगार्ड।
The excitement of T20 matches is not limited to just the stadium and TV sets now. It is buzzing on your phones as well. Be quick and make your favorite team before the mega clash between Bangalore and Punjab only on My Team 11. India की अपनी fantasy app. Download from myteam11.com.
पैरागॉन, इंडिया का स्टाइल। ये मैं कर लेता हूँ, तब तक आप ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बना लो।
Dream 11, make your team now.
फलों और सब्जियों पर लगे केमिकल्स बीमार कर सकते हैं।
Kent वेजिटेबल क्लीनर फलों और सब्जियों पर लगे केमिकल्स निकाले मिनटों में।
अब केंट आपको रखे हेल्दी।
Burnt is the new brown. And watching is the new everything. Dell's premium laptops, stunning visuals, immersive experience.
This broadcast is co-presented by Dream 11, make your team now. PhonePe, Karteja, Barteja. Byju's, keep learning. Amazon.in. And We, Together for Tomorrow. In association with Kamla Pasant, Anoka Spud. Coca-Cola. Mutual Fund, Sahi Hai. And ITC Sunfeast.
It's only the first week of Dream 11 IPL and the drama has hit fever pitch already.
Here we go. Oh, God! He's gone! We are going to a super over! You cannot believe it!
3 nights ago, Kings 11 Punjab were left heartbroken as they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory in the Northern Derby. Tonight, Kings 11 run into an upbeat RCB, whose opening victory was scripted by a bright young talent, an international icon with years of experience, and 2 Indian bowling stars of the present. The teams return to the Ring of Fire tonight. Kings 11 with a point to prove, and RCB keen to maintain that winning feeling. Sharjah it was a couple of nights ago, Abu Dhabi last night. Tonight we're in Dubai at the Dubai International Stadium, aptly known as the Ring of Fire. Fireworks expected again tonight. It's Kings 11 Punjab against the Royal Challengers of Bangalore. We hope you're ready. A couple of teams looking for victories, many victories, because they too want to be champions of Dream 11 IPL. There it goes, head to head, there's nothing between them. 12 and 12. Who will it be tonight? Well, we find out. A look at where they sit as far as the log is concerned. Early days, of course, but everybody has had a go at playing in this tournament, and some yet to start in terms of scoring. Kings 11 being one of those. A lovely pitch, less grass on it than we saw in game number 2, and the teams no doubt will be happier with that. Some of the bowlers might look and say, oh yeah, I would have liked a bit more grass, but it's something to work with on a new pitch. In IPL matches, 151 as an average. They'll look for more than that, certainly, because the pitches, whilst it's early on, will hold quite nicely. 84 is the longest hit, and it's a straight hit. Big ground, you can see that, with 81 and 81 for the long hits as well, but one side is shorter, with us having shifted a little bit to the left as we look at it. 69 meters, that short boundary square. Up went the coin, and it was RCB who won and decided that they're going to field first. Let's have a look then at which they've chosen in as far as their personnel. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Pommy. Good evening, Kev. Kings 11 Punjab, a strong Indian presence. At the top of the order, KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal was brilliant. Took them to the brink of victory the other night. Karun Nair, Nicholas Puran, the West Indian talent, Sarfaraz Khan, Glenn Maxwell, the power of him. So they've got a good young batting lineup out there. Change, Jimmy Neesham coming in place of Chris Jordan, who possibly you can say had an off day. Shami was brilliant the other night. Cottrell, the seamer from Jamaica. Murugan Ashwin in place of Krishnappa Gautam, again another of those Kings 11 players who you can say had an off day. Bishnoi was very, very good.
Yes, good evening everybody. Good evening Mazza, good evening Pommy, and good evening to the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and this is their outfit. They are unchanged, and the reason they're unchanged is because they got their tournament off to a great start the other night. Aaron Finch, Padikkal, goodness, aren't we looking forward to watching Padikkal play. Kohli, we've seen so many times. De Villiers, we don't need to talk about. Phillip, exciting. Washington Sundar, very good as well. Good all-round team. This is an area for concern for RCB, but they did the job the other night, and Virat Kohli's talked about it. Dubey, Sani, Umesh, Chahal and Dale Steyn has just said in an interview that he is looking forward to getting into this tournament and getting some match time and improving throughout the tournament. One to watch, RCB want to win it.
Every single game is a hot matchup. Let's see.